Before we get started, a quick question. If the CRA selected your business for an audit tomorrow, do you know what it would cost you? Audit Shield covers your accountant's professional fees if your business is audited or reviewed. Ask your CPA if they offer Audit Shield or visit auditshieldconnect.ca to check.
Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi, Managing Editor of Canada's Entrepreneur. Joining me today from Calgary on Calgary's podcast is Alice and Chris Estrella, who are realtors with Remax Mountain View. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mario.
Oh.
We're super excited and we super appreciate you making the time for us. We are your fans.
All right, thanks so much. Well, let's talk first about your journeys to become realtors. Now, they didn't start here in Calgary, so maybe Chris, tell me the story of how you both became realtors.
Yeah, well, we came from our home country in the Philippines, actually. So we're migrants. We're just more than 4 years here in Canada. So we came from Toronto. We because Alice was an international student for 2 years, 2021 to 2023, and our lessons were deep there. We saw that our friends who bought when it was still low during that time, they bought maybe three, four, but now they had less than 20 properties. And then my friends who did not buy when it was low, they couldn't buy their houses anymore. So the lesson was deep. So that's why after Alice's study, we talked. We said Vancouver, Toronto, they're matured markets. Where is the next one? Where is the upcoming one? So what we did was that we moved to Calgary here in 2023. We started buying properties actually. So before becoming realtors, we are real estate investors. So we saw that it's Canadian real estate is good as compared to our home country. So we decided to come back to school and get our license. So that's how we became realtors.
Alice, what were you studying in Toronto?
I studied global business management at Humber Polytechnic.
Oh, okay then, great. Now, Chris, maybe and Alice, from your experience and your studies, how has that helped you in what you're doing now as a realtor?
Well, GBM or global business management is highly on finance.
Okay.
So I studied finance at school. So it helps a lot because I'm also a mortgage broker and a realtor. So when I sit with, clients, more or less, I can easily calculate affordability. And what's important for me is to always put clients on the safe side. Even if they're earning much, I always ask them how much is the comfortable, mortgage that they can pay on a monthly basis. So I take it from there.
Okay. Now, Chris, tell us your journey. Understand that you were looking at the priesthood initially.
Yeah.
Tell me about that and how you made that transition away from the seminary.
Yeah. So I did. I entered the seminary in grade 7. So I was studying to become a priest for 10 years. When I entered, I had a lot of hair, Mario. But then when I left, there was not much anymore. And so that was actually an amazing journey for me. At first, I didn't understand it, to be honest, Mario, because I was actually asking God, why is it that I studied for so long and then I wouldn't become a priest? So what happened was that uh, after my 10 years, I went on a teaching sabbatical. So I did teach, and then a friend, a co-teacher, introduced a gorgeous, sexy woman to me, Mario. She said that this woman was goal-oriented and sexy. So I think I'm I'm debating which one is more important, the goal oriented or the sexy, Mario. So we after texting for 1 week we met, and then after 2 months we were in a relationship. Actually, after 2 weeks we were in a relationship, and then after 2 months we got married. So that was a quick one, and then I decided, okay, I'm not coming back, and I'm gonna marry this this goal oriented and sexy woman.
So tell me, in making that transition, first of all, in terms of the countries moving,
Mhm.
well, what was it for both of you of wanting to come to Canada? Like, why not just stay in the Philippines?
It was actually more for our children, Mario. So we want to give them better options. We want to put them in a place that they can be who they can be, because no one is limiting them. The during that time when we left, it was 2021, at the height of the pandemic in the Philippines.
Uh-huh.
We were also business people in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
we're serial business people, entrepreneurs back in the Philippines.
Yeah, so we had a distribution business, a chain of water stations. I had a clinic, Mario, in the Philippines, an infusion clinic. I partnered with a doctor. So basically, during the pandemic, we were hardly hit. And it was very difficult because small and medium enterprise was badly hit by the pandemic.
Mm.
So during that time, we said, I think we need to explore other options as well for our children, because we don't know how long pandemic will stay in the Philippines, because we felt, this is us.
Yeah.
We don't speak for all the Filipinos, but we felt that it was badly handled.
Mm.
So we want a
Yeah.
better option.
So, Chris, what was the biggest challenge and the biggest transition that you guys faced when you moved to Canada?
Well, first we're the first in our clan. We didn't have relatives here.
Okay.
So it was us. It was in our tribe. We were the first to move to Canada. So we didn't have much support. And then during that time, because some migrants, they will come here as landed PR,
Mhm.
right? So but we had a farther start as students. So we had to really make use of our money, our finances well, as we take root, as we transition. And also being able to, I was really praying hard, Mario, to that God would slate me to something that will give me purpose, and at the same time will help other people and will bless me financially as well. That I think that's the most important thing that I was always thinking and praying about.
Hmm.
For me, Mario, having no nanny
Ah,
is a
yeah.
problem. It was really a challenge for us when we moved, because we had a 3-year old and a 7-year old
Oh, wow.
son. Yeah, son and daughter. So they were really small. And in the Philippines, having a nanny is just a usual thing. You can afford one for each.
Yeah.
But here it's very expensive, right? So
Yeah.
it was difficult for us in the beginning. As a matter of fact, I was studying and then taking care of the kids. We were transitioning. At some point, I wanted to go back home.
Hey, real quick, if you run a business in Canada, CRA audits are a reality. Audit Shield covers your accountant's professional fees if your business is audited or reviewed by the CRA. Ask your CPA if they offer Audit Shield, or visit auditshieldconnect.ca to check.
Okay, I want to talk, and Chris, you brought this up, but I want to talk about the faith aspect of things. Like, where does your faith kind of come together with your business? Maybe can you explain how important your faith is in your business?
Yeah, you know what, Mario? Um, in hindsight, we see things clearly in hindsight. I realized since I came from a poor family, I'm the eldest of 11. So I know that I would do many things to a certain extent, so I can prosper and be able to help my family. And I think I was asking God, why 10 years? Why let me stay 10 years in the seminary and I'll not be a priest? You know what? This is what I received, that I know, Chris, you have big dreams. And I know that sometimes you might compromise your integrity, your faith. So I will let you fall in love with me. I will cook you inside the seminary to surface your conscience, that you will always prioritize me, so that when I tried many businesses, it was always in me. So so this faith, I think, translates, as for me, it translates into my integrity. It translates into how I care for people, knowing that they are God's children, not just buyers or sellers. So it gives so much soul to me, Mario. It gives so much meaning and care for me that I think they feel it so much. So which is, I'm grateful for that, Mario.
Alice, how about you?
Yeah, so we're clear that, we believe in God. And since we believe in God, we will never do something that will harm people, harm our clients, our buyers, and our sellers.
Hmm. When you first moved to Calgary, what was your biggest challenge?
For me, I am a friendly person. So my daughter is always complaining, Daddy, I think you have so much friends. She always rants about that, and
Yeah.
I miss my friends in Toronto. When we moved here in Calgary, and then actually when we moved here, we didn't have a pathway to become a PR back then. It was just about faith. We bought our house. And we started buying properties when we became PR. And I think my biggest challenge was that I always tried to be in control, Mario. But to a certain extent, moving to Calgary was that a leap of faith
Yeah.
for me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of properties did you start buying?
We started with a townhouse because during that time that's what we can comfortably afford.
Yeah.
Then after that we went to dual units, a lane home, or detached, or a duplex with legal basement suites.
Yeah.
So basically we invest in those kinds of properties.
And right now, Mario, we have less than 30.
Doors.
Yeah, 30 units that we are renting right now. And
Wow.
this is our formula. I want to confess today that I'm first and foremost a real estate investor before being a realtor.
Yeah.
So I always see properties with those eyes, with those mindset, numbers, is it sensible? So most of our properties they always have a legal basement. That's our formula, because the legal basement helps put in the cash flow. You're renting two units in one property, sharing one foundation of the house. And it's amazing because most of the properties that we have are new ones. So that's our strategy. We buy new ones and we hold it long. We hold it forever. So so it has been working well for us. And we have actually students or clients as well whom we are teaching. We teach them our formula and we teach them to invest in those properties.
Hmm. Now, do you focus, and maybe Alice, can you talk about this? You focus on the Filipino community in Calgary?
Um, I can say 70% of our clients are Filipinos because they are also more comfortable discussing, their their needs and wants with someone who can understand the language. But we also have clients who are from different nationalities.
Hmm. What do you, when you're looking at the real estate market in Calgary right now, how can you describe it? Like, what is it like?
Yeah. Well, as compared actually with Toronto, Vancouver, so they are self-correcting right now. I think that's the milder term for it, right? So but Calgary is we're blessed and we're grateful to be in Calgary because it's still developing. So the Calgary market is still healthy and balanced. Especially with it's there are different property types as well. So especially for detached, what we are seeing right now is that it's a balanced market. It's still a healthy market. The ones I think which we have more inventory right now are the condos. Yeah, the apartments because there are new builds. Yeah. Because usually in real estate, Mario, the reaction of the industry is 2 to 3 years behind. So remember, we had this housing crisis when there was just so much
Yeah.
migration. And then suddenly migration was arrested and builders were still building, right? So because it happened just last year. So, but I think builders are slowing down as well to keep the balance actually in our market. And we're grateful that we are in Calgary because it's a good real estate market since we are developing. Even if migration was arrested, it's slowing down. There are still provinces. Inter provinces. Well, people still love to be in Alberta.
All right, let's get back to it. This episode of Canada's Entrepreneur is sponsored by Audit Shield. Here's something most business owners don't think about until it happens: a CRA audit. Those professional fees can quickly add up, even for a straightforward review. Audit Shield covers your accountant's professional fees if your business is audited or reviewed by the CRA. It's a service that's been around for 10 years in the Canadian market, offered throughout participating accounting firms, designated to protect businesses from the unexpected cost of CRA reviews. Ask your CPA if they offer Audit Shield or visit auditshieldconnect.ca to check.
Alice, I was wondering if you could answer this. What's it like working together as a husband and wife team? Like,
That's a tough question.
We've been like this, Mario, for I think 15 years. Yeah,
oh,
we're
wow.
because we were teachers by profession. So I used to
Wow.
teach, in the university. Chris was also a teacher, and when we got married in December 2010, and 2011 of March, we both quit our job and started doing whatever businesses that we can start. So, I think we just get used to each other, more or less we know the mood swings and all of each other. So for me it's a blessing working. Is it a blessing for you also?
Yeah.
He better say yes.
Yeah. It's a blessing working.
I can feel her hand on my
Yeah, it's a blessing working with your spouse because
Yeah.
well, we get to travel together, we get to meet people together, and we grow together. So I think
Yeah.
at least for us, it works. It works, right?
yeah.
So, you're obviously very busy as investors, as realtors, and with children. What do you do in your spare time? If you have spare time.
Yeah. You know what, Mario? So we're working on this one. This one is so special for me because we had a bit of a quarrel or misunderstanding with our oldest son, but it made us realize that God and family are the most important. So we have what we call right now, Mario, our weeknights. Our weeknights, I call it protected family time.
Ah,
Protected family time. So I don't schedule any appointments in the evening after school. It's always for the children. The good thing was that I told you in 2024 I was rookie of the year. Last year I was the number one in Remax, and this year actually we are expanding into a team. So we're taking in realtors also. Our goal is to be the number one team in Remax, and that's a blessing for me because my other fellow realtors, they help us a lot, especially the weeknights.
Yeah.
They are the ones going on appointments, and it gives me time to spend with my children. Or I actually, we also lead a Catholic group, Mario, and we eat dinner together and we pray together here at home on second and fourth Thursday. So I think it's a blessing. We're trying to, and we're clear. We're clear that God, our service, and our family is most important for me.
Yeah.
And Alice, can you talk a little bit about your involvement, both of you at the church at St. Michael's Catholic Community in Calgary?
I am more of a supporter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more of a supporter. So, Chris is a proclaimer, and my son is an altar server. So, my daughter is in the kids ministry. So,
Yeah.
I am more of a supporter.
Yeah, we do help a lot in St. Michael's as a family, Mario. So I'm with the parish renewal. It's an 8 member chamber. So, and then at the same time, I help teach in the confirmation classes, and then I help teach in the first communion classes as well. And I think our strength is that we're teachers, we're communicators. So I think God is leveraging so much on those talents, and we're happy to give it to Saint Michael's and to the church.
Mhm.
And just wanted to come back, to one of the comments you made earlier, just about relationships with people, and how important is that, and especially in this day and age, and especially in your profession, right? Because we're seeing so many different things happening. On one side, we're seeing realtors don't have a very good reputation in general, right? In terms of trust and all that stuff. And then, of course, you've got all the technology and social, all that stuff. How important is that humanity? In this.
That's a good question.
That's so deep, Mario.
That's a very good question, Mario. And my wife will answer it.
Oh,
Yeah. You know what, Mario? I'm not so techy. I'm instead of high tech, I am high touch. I am very clear that every touch point for my clients, whether they're buying, selling, or investing, every meeting touch point, I want to make sure that I'm authentic. I want to make sure that I do pray for my clients actually during our meeting. So and I know I believe that it's interesting. Most of our clients end up being like family to us.
Mm.
Like friends to us. They would attend our wedding renewal, they would invite us to their birthdays. And but I want you to know also, Mario, that I get mad at my clients as well because I it's part of me being authentic, being in integrity. So I actually terminate. I terminate agreements with clients who are difficult
Mm.
because I feel that if I deal with them, I'm losing 5 good clients that I could have helped. So for me, I think what has been working is my authenticity, integrity, and I think trying to put spirituality into the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
we have, Mario, someone in terms of connecting to our clients. We hired an agency to do that techie side, because as Chris mentioned, we are not so techie. Like they send out mails, updates, and all. So they have our clients, especially former clients, have that twice a month. So they handle that, but we handle, the connecting calls to the client just to make sure that we update them with whatever is new in the market. So that's how we connect. So our friends, our clients turned friends will not forget us.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks so much, Alice and Chris, for joining us today.
Thank you.
You're always welcome, Mario. And just to end our conversation, we are thankful to you, Mario, for giving us this opportunity, and we are your fans. And I just want to say that my one purpose and message to the world is that we still believe, and we believe that we can always inspire hope
Amen.
when we work hard, and we always put God first in our lives.
Okay, excellent. Thanks so much. That was Alice and Chris Estrella, who are realtors with Remax Mountain View in Calgary. I'm Mario Toneguzzi, Managing Editor of Canada's Entrepreneur. Thanks for joining us today.
Before we wrap up, thanks to Audit Shield for supporting this episode. CRA audits are a reality to Canadian businesses, and the professional fees to respond can come as an unwelcome surprise. Audit Shield covers your accountant's professional fees if your business is audited or reviewed by the CRA. Ask your CPA if they offer Audit Shield, or visit auditshieldconnect.ca to check.